we last left Molly, she was lost in the Animal Kingdom parking lot with no hope in sight.
I found my car.
Well, that took the fun out of it. Roll the titles.
All right, y'all, we have made it to park number 3 on our Pixarpalooza scavenger hunt. I have just stepped foot into Epcot. Excited to see what we can find here. I know we've got an attraction to ride, we've got a show to see, we've got a couple characters to hug. It's gonna be great. Next stop, we are headed under the sea with Nemo and friends. This is one of my favorite attractions because I love sharks. They are my favorite animal in the whole wide world. That's why I have this awesome Bruce t-shirt, because I love sharks. I know, it's crazy. So a cool thing about Finding Nemo the film, when they were designing the coral reef, the Imagineers, or the Pixar animators, focused on 3 different shapes: tall vertical things, flat horizontal things, and round masses. And then they just decorated these different things with different colors and textures, and that is what made the coral reef in Finding Nemo. Also a fun fact, whenever they were animating the anemones, did I say that right? Like when Marlin's wife Coral swims in and out of those anemones, they actually used the same technology they developed for Sully's hair when making Monsters, Inc. Yep. A cool thing about Bruce, the great white shark in Finding Nemo, is he was actually named after the mechanical shark used in the most famous shark movie of all time, Jaws. The mechanical shark was named by Steven Spielberg, and he named it after his lawyer as a joke. Headed now into the interactive show Turtle Talk with Crush. It's a really funny show. Your kids can interact with everyone's favorite turtle, Crush, of course. It's a fun thing to do is to ask him about some of the other characters from the show, like Dory or Hank, and maybe they'll appear as well. But a fun thing about the turtles is if you look closely at their shells, they're designed to look like Hawaiian shirts. So next time you're watching Finding Nemo, make sure you check that out.
Awesome, man. Check it out, dude. Double barrel 360. Totally tubular. You so totally rock. Yeah. You so totally rock. Yeah. Squirt question. What does a human do at the beach? Shout it out.
Sundays.
No way. Who just said swim? Wave your fin if you yelled swim.
Gonna meet a few characters. One I think will make me very happy, and one very, very sad. That's right, I'm headed to see Joy and Sadness from the Pixar movie Inside Out. A fun thing about Inside Out is that they almost had a 6th emotion called surprise, but they kind of wrapped his character into fear. They also almost had fear go with joy on the big adventure, but they realized sadness was the true emotion that they wanted to portray and that fit with the story. It's gonna be a core memory day, guys. I'm very excited about this because I've been compared to Joy before. I've also been compared to Disgust, so. Sadness legit makes me so sad. For a super fun bonus Pixar activity, head to the Imagination Pavilion where you can check out the Disney Pixar Short Film Festival, where you can watch 3 different shorts in 4D. I call it a bonus because it's not about a full-length Pixar film, but there will still be a Pixar short or two. heading now into World Showcase for the next Pixar film on our list. We are going to see the mariachi present the story of Coco, which is a new-ish offering here, of course, in Mexico, inspired by one of the most recent Pixar films, Coco, which I'm obsessed with. I love the soundtrack. It's amazing. I annoy my husband by like just screaming it randomly in our house. I'll be like, "Hey!" and he gets really mad. A really cute Easter egg to look for in the movie Coco is in the scene when they're in the land of the dead and they're at the DMV. Look around and you'll notice how the workers are using like 1980s Macintoshes and walkie-talkies, because get it, those technologies are dead. Classic.
Oh, this music is my language and the world is mi familia. Oh, this music is my language and the world is mi familia.
Miguelito, what a surprise! Look, everyone, say hola, Miguel. Hola, Miguel. Miguelito, so good to see you. You've come all the way from Santa Cecilia. How about joining us for one last song? You want to hear him play with us?
El mundo es mi familia, and the world es mi familia.
We have made it to park number 4 on our Pixarpalooza scavenger hunt. Anyone want to guess where I am? Just kidding, you know I'm in the Magic Kingdom, and we are headed to our first attraction, which features my favorite character of all time. Do you remember who it is? I told you at the beginning, Buzz Lightyear. That's right, we're headed to the Space Ranger Spin. A cool thing about my main man Buzz is that his original name was actually Lunar Larry, but they thought that was too like ridiculous and silly sounding, so then they looked up the most unique actual spaceman names, and that's when they came up with Buzz, as in Buzz Aldrin, and then they looked up space words, and that's when they came up with Lightyear and put them two together, Buzz Lightyear. Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin is a shooting game where you are shooting lasers at the aliens and at the different targets, and I'm going to do my best to point out some of the highest point targets if I'm not too competitive with myself and trying to get a perfect score. I promise, I'll help you out. And you'll get 100,000 points. That's the underside of the claw. And also, if you can hit the back of that robot's hand. In the second room, aim for the volcano. It's worth 10,000. Also hit the one in the box to make the alien pop up. It's worth like 10,000 too, I think. In the next room, try and hit the batteries, and when you do, they'll fall over, but they are 10,000, I think. And on this side, try and hit the one at the bottom of Zerg's podium thing. In the next room, make sure you smile for the picture. Just hopped in line to meet the only princess human princess in the Pixar family. I guess Ada from A Bug's Life is technically a princess as well. So the only human princess in the Pixar family. Of course, I'm waiting to meet Merida from Brave. Should I do an accent? If you had the chance to change your fate, would ya? I'm actually thinking I should do an accent. If you had the chance to change your fate, would ya? I'll be shooting for me own hand. This is getting better and better. Eat some more duh.
Taking your picture for?
For my friends.
Oh, hiya!
I was practicing my Scottish accent in the line, and I don't think I'm very good at it. Could you tell, if you have the chance to change your fate, would ya?
Amazing. Good effort. You did great. I say that practicing is half the battle. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Same thing about archery. You just got to practice, and you'll get better.
Do I sound Scottish?
You sound brilliant.
Oh, thank you.
Sound brilliant.
I think you're too kind, Merida.
No, I turned my whole family into bears except for my dad, so not really.
That's true.
I could be kinder. You know, I'm no Snow White.
She's very kind.
She is very kind. Maybe the kindest.
But she doesn't go on as many adventures as you, so there's something to be said for a little sass, a little moxie.
We need to get her a horse, and then she would go on lots of adventures.
That'd be fun. You could do that
I
together.
think so too. Maybe I'll take all the princesses horse riding with me.
That would be wonderful.
We'll have to get everyone a horse. I think so.
Thank you for talking to me, Merida.
You're very welcome, Princess. You have fun practicing your Scottish dialect.
I will.
Thank you, Princess.
Bye.
Bye.
Meredith said my accent was good, but I think she was lying. Off to the final show on our scavenger hunt. How closely have you been paying attention? Do you know what it is yet? You've got just a few seconds before I reveal it to figure it out. We are here, standing outside of Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, the last stop on our Pixarpalooza scavenger hunt. Did you guess it right? Let me know in the comments. Off we go to hang out with Mike, Sully, Roz, and all of your favorite monsters as they harness the power of laughter in Monstropolis. Let's go.
Give them a round of applause for dancing for you. So the only one here who might make you scream would be Roz. We like to call Roz the face that launched 1,000 lunches. Hey, why did the chicken cross the road? Get away from Roz!
Monsters Inc. Laugh Floor, definitely really cute. Uses the same technology as Turtle Talk, so it's going to be different every time you go, and you could be part of the show. So I definitely recommend it. It usually doesn't have a long line either. You can get some air conditioning and sit down. But an interesting thing about the movie Monsters Inc. is that Billy Crystal was actually approached to voice Buzz Lightyear. He wasn't really sold on the idea of Pixar, and so he turned it down, calling it later one of the biggest regrets of his career. So, of course, he happily signed on to be Mike Wazowski, and man, are we glad he did. Could you imagine anyone else being Mike Wazowski? I sure can't. Well, everyone, we finished our scavenger hunt, and that calls for something sweet. Of course, I'm gonna get an up-themed treat. This is the Adventure is Out There cone from Anti-Gravity's. It's mango ice, or mango Dole Whip. It's got that up decal. The taste of sweet, sweet victory. We finished our Pixar scavenger hunt. It was awesome. 4 parks, a bunch of attractions, shows, characters. What was your favorite part? What's your favorite Pixar movie? Is Buzz Lightyear the best character? Answer yes. But let me know who yours favorite is in the comments. Let me know what you liked about this video. Let me know what challenge you'd like to see next. In the meantime, friends, follow us on Instagram at AllEars.net, rate, review, subscribe to our channel, and until next time, y'all, I'm Molly, and it's been magical. Want to see more of my videos? Click over here. Want to subscribe? You can do that right here. And also, ring that notification bell to make sure you get instantly notified anytime we post a new video. Thanks for following. See you real soon.